see.
To inaugurate. It's good.
No, taste it.
Thank you, sir.
Long time friend.
Yeah, thank you, sir. You are blessing me.
Thank you. Wonderful.
You can speak.
Oh,
Come in now.
wonderful. Wonderful. Golden heart. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you.
Sir, he is doing a very great job through Pagir. Next.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dear brothers and sisters, and including the Muslim brothers, sisters, indeed, I'm very happy. I think I feel great honor to come here and meet people and hear what you have done. You are doing wonderful. So I'm very much impressed. So you have some sort of program for handicapped people. It seems, I think, among the Ladakhis, seems handicapped more, bigger number in Tibetan settlement. In plain, around 100,000, but I think very few. So Ladakh is doing something wrong. So in any way, you see, there are a number of handicapped sort of children, and also some grown up. When they ask me some blessing, I feel very sad. I have nothing to offer. Recite a few mantra and blow. Beside that, nothing can help them. So I really wish I have some miracle power. That's not there. So therefore, see, the Baba Amde. Once I have been there, the handicapped people, you see, he organized some kind of colony. The many handicapped people, lepers. So I really impressed the people in his sort of colony or his group. You see, they physically, I said handicapped, but full of high spirit. So naturally, you see, people, in spite handicapped physically, were surrounded with compassionate atmosphere and people helping them. Then their spirit very high. So, then soon after, I received Nobel Peace Prize, some money. And now I can't remember. I think, I think maybe 100 or 200,000 of dollar I donated. So now here, I very much appreciate your also sense of concern of these handicapped people. That's wonderful. So I would like to give you some donation from Dalai Lama's trust. Very good. So I really appreciate all your work and also create a place where you see people come and some kind of picnic marve or joyful. And meantime, a place where meet people on human level, not talking different faith or different class or something. That's very important, very important. India, great nation. I really admire, but caste system, as I think, Kasota, I think very unfortunate. Now I often use the expressing, now religious leader should come out, tell people, we all same human being. You cannot make distinction caste system. Untouchable people. So, here, one sort of place, meet people, different sort of background, but enjoy in the spirit of human brothers, sisters. So, then I have nothing to say. The last few days, all things which in my brain, they are already gone. Now empty. Now I'm looking forward to visit Kasadimint, Goa, and then mainly Bangalore. Few hundred young youth people. I think 5 days, some discussions. So now you see my physical still in Leh, but my mind already go to mainly Bangalore to discuss or to teach like that. So here you also, you see, have the opportunity and ability for reviving of ancient Indian knowledge about emotion, about mind. So you also can make some contribution. Now I'm going to meet this young Indian, plain Indian, telling how important combination modern education and ancient Indian education about mind, combine these two things. There is real great potential that I fully convinced. But in order to do that, through education, I think firstly, establish within the country, then eventually, you see, can make some contribution to rest of the world. Actually, world passing through some kind of crisis of emotion, that's there. You see, nobody wants suffering. Basic human nature is more compassionate. Yet, a lot of problem, human being are self-created. Why? Too much destructive emotion. So that, through prayer, I think over 1,000 years, we pray. Nothing happened. Now, from our own effort, through education, people, you see, the real troublemaker, not weapon. Weapon also very, very troublemaker, very bad. But ultimately, here, anger, hatred, jealousy, too much ambition, then use weapon. So in order to create peaceful world, I think we need to work. One, demilitarized, step by step. Firstly, I think we should develop some kind of timetable. 2 years, 3 years. One time in Rome, some Nobel laureate meeting there, and then some people mentioned about denuclearization. Then I mentioned, yes, idea, wonderful. Now, not just one resolution or some expression, not sufficient. Now we should create some kind of timetable within next, say, 2 years, 5 years. Then, you see, this world should be free from because of nuclear weapon. Then, some Nobel laureate, I think led by some Nobel laureate, and then many, I think, scientists, many great thinkers will join. I think Japan, they experienced 2 nuclear bombs, Nagasaki, Hiroshima. So there is also the strong determination, the elimination of nuclear bomb. So then, worldwide movement, including Ladakhis, I think the worldwide movement, that's one thing. Then, that's external disarmament. Now, with that, internal disarmament is very important. Now, that is through education. Anger, as soon as anger develops, immediately destroy our inner peace. Then constant remain anger, our physical also ruined, health also ruined. Then too much anger. Then try to how to eliminate so-called your enemy. Then weapon become relevant. So external disarmament, meantime internal disarmament through education. I think that's important. That's realistic way. Just to pray. Muslim, Allah. Buddhist, Buddha. Not much effective. So we must work work with vision, step by step, more realistic way. So that I just express. Thank you. Now I'm looking forward the Delhi conference, national level, all Muslim, conference.
We are sure it will be a grand success. We are already working on it.
As I mentioned earlier, you see, we should do something, not just express wishful thinking. No. Even at the beginning, wishful thinking. But through effort, it becomes reality. Okay, like that. So, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, once again, sir.
So, finished.
No, sir. We have a breakfast.
Oh, I see. Breakfast, eh? Then second breakfast. Come. Bring. 6:30. I usually get up 3:30. Then some meditation. Then 6:30 by breakfast. So usually the previous day, no dinner, tea, some biscuits. So morning, I always feel something like hungry ghost. So my usual, heavy breakfast already done. But now, 10, about 10. So my stomach ready. So very good, thank you. The other people also.
Breakfast for everyone, sir.
Yes, good. Then serve.
This is typical Ladakhi humor, sir. I think in Tibetan also we call it humor.
Which one?
This one.
Juma, I see.
And we serve humor here. So
Oh.
we have a corner.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Good. Then enjoy. Take. Yesterday at college, I mentioned as far as socio-economy theory is concerned, I am Marxist. Truly, I really admire Karl Marx's theory. Equal distribution, the socialism, very good. So, I never sort of feel sort of comfortable, remain as a something holy person, special person. So breakfast we should take together. Then I feel happy. This one.
Yeah.
Very good. I like that.
Please, sir. This is kambir, typical Ladakhi bread. This is Kashmiri naan.
I see. Meantime, some people have some question. Then we can carry some discussions.
It can be a very good session, If anybody have any questions to His Holiness, they can go ahead, related to religion, politics, or whatever, Please go ahead.
Excuse me, sir. What should the youth do to?
They can come.
I go there
Yeah, they
with
can
mic.
come on the dice but the question should be irrelevant. It should be relevant.
Sir,
First of all, Julian, thank you so much for you. I'm great inspirational for you. You are great inspirational for the youth also. I often watch your speeches on YouTube. I'm doing my MBBS degree from Jammu and Kashmir. I love to contribute for the society in future. Sir, I have a question. What should youth do this time to just have a happy and peaceful life?
I think you should prepare. As I mentioned earlier, firstly, inner determination with compassion. Then you can work tirelessly with sincere motivation here. Then you see willpower come. Selfish motivation, willpower, difficult. So more altruistic sort of motivation. That brings self-confidence. That brings more willpower. That's important. Okay. Next question.
Thank you, Your Holiness the Dalai Lama. I'm coming from the United States and had a question between religion and science. In the US, there's been an impasse between religion and science in regards to healthcare and human rights. How do we define carrying forward with science while also respecting religion of different groups of people?
That is a difficult question. One Christian preacher, originally come from East Germany. Now after Germany unified, you see, he, I think in any way in Germany, a very good friend of mine. So he preacher Islam, Christian. So once he told me to younger people, more scientific-minded people, difficult to explain about God. So then he found the Indian tradition, training our mind. These things, you see, people, or say they showing more interest. So now I respect all religion. It helped millions of people in the past, I think 2000 years, and the future also. I think millions of people get immense inspiration from these different traditions. Now science, not based on faith. Religion, mainly the theistic religion, Judeo-Christian background religion, mainly based on faith. That also is a very, very, very powerful, very useful. Among my friend, some good Christian, oh, wonderful, really dedicated. I think on this planet, Christian brothers, sisters, I think make a maximum contribution regarding education on the whole world and also health. I think we Buddhists, I think very little. Once I mentioned the Buddhist sort of head, Buddhist monk's head in Thailand, I mentioned him. The Christian brothers, sisters, you see, they sort of serving people, education, field of education as well as health. So we Buddhist monk, you should remain in monastery, not much doing these things. So I told him, I think that's my sort of observation. Then he responds, oh, monk should not indulge society. We should remain in monastery, isolate. That also is some, traditionally, yes. Then nothing to say to him like that. So Christianity, I think really, look, Africa and many other countries, I think Christian brothers, sisters really, I think, make great service to the society. However, their faith, just faith. So, according to scientists, difficult to explain. What is God? No explanation. So now, Eastern religion, India's religion, before Buddha, see, they much investigate what is self. And then also quantum physics in this country. You see, investigate what's the ultimate reality of these things. And also ultimate reality of observer. Over 3,000 years. And then Buddhism also, you see, the product of that ancient Indian sort of thought, Indian tradition. So like Indian tradition, the vipassana means investigation, analytical meditation. So analyze everything, not faith. And then furthermore, Buddha Dharma come. The one non-Buddhist Indian tradition, they all sort of consider the observer, there must be something independent observer ultimately, that they call Atma. Buddha reject that. So then, after Buddha, Pali tradition, Sanskrit tradition, two tradition. The Sanskrit tradition, the Nalanda, is very much emphasis on investigation. And according to Nalanda tradition, we also sort of have the liberty to reject Buddha's own teaching. If we investigate certain thing, which goes against certain Buddha's teaching, then we have right to reject. So many Nalanda masters, or say Nalanda master, they, in their writing, still there, they reject some Buddha's own teaching. Kasa, dodi konje kasa. Ka. Sandi Nimujana. Nimujana Sutra. That is, we consider third Dharma wheel. Second Dharma wheel, Panchaparamita, Heart Sutra, or these things. Then first Buddha's teaching, Dharma teaching, the Four Noble Truths and these things. So the third Buddha's teaching, you see, according to those people, you see, who really difficult to understand the sort of teaching of Dharma wheel, second Dharma wheel. Then Buddha, you see, the different sort of, or say the philosophical view he taught. So many Buddhists today follow that text. Then Nagarjuna, and then Kasachuti, Chandrakirti. Now this is a blessing for you. So then, see, that is something very unique in Nagaland tradition. You see, the investigation, the reality is more important than just a faith. Faith must be based on reason. Without proper, sufficient reason, just a faith, not much effective. So therefore, now Nagaland tradition, according to Nagaland tradition, now quantum physics, part of Nagaland tradition. Then the modern psychology, these also is a part of Nagaland tradition. So I want to mention, I never say Buddhism is best. Like a medicine. So we cannot say, take one medicine, this is best medicine. The medicine, according to the patient's sort of physical condition, illness, these things, then we can say, for you, this medicine is best. Otherwise, you see, we cannot say some medicine to some illness very helpful, to some because of the illness very harmful. So therefore, like medicine, we cannot say one religion is best. I never state Buddhism is best according to different people. And similarly, you Muslim should not say Muslim is best, Islam is best. And Christianity also, you see, it's not good, not realistic say their own religion is best. Difficult. So therefore, now, as far as the relation between religion or science, now Nagaland tradition, we have no conflict with modern science. So last over 30 years, nearly 40 years, I have serious discussion with modern scientists, mainly in 4 fields: cosmology, neurobiology, and then physics, particularly quantum physics, then third, psychology. So over 30 years, nearly 40 years, our sort of discussion with the modern scientists. It now clearly show it's very helpful to mutual learning. We learn from scientific finding. No, this still here. So therefore, since Indian tradition, including Nagaland tradition, we very much sort of emphasize investigation. So scientific way of investigation also very helpful, very useful. So as far as Nagaland tradition is concerned, with the modern science, we can go side by side. So usually I describe myself half scientist. So some Buddhist literature mentioned Mount Meru and a flat world. I already rejected. I believe scientific finding, round world, no central, or say Kasa, Mount Meru. We have liberty. I myself, from India to Europe, Europe to America, America to Hawaii, Hawaii to Japan, Japan to India, I never saw Mount Meru. I think millions of people go that way. No one see Mount Meru. Then difficult to say Mount Meru is something mysterious, something sacred, something mysterious. That's also difficult to say. According Abhidhamma Kosha Kariga, day and night, due to Kasachuputi, Mount Meru, sun, then behind Mount Meru, this world become dark. So we actually experience shadow of Mount Meru. So if there's Mount Meru, we should see. Because the shadow of Mount Meru we experience. Okay. Like that.
Tashidele sir, this is Zach from Chief Bureau for Greater Kashmir. So my question to you was, Tibet being a politically disturbed area and politically disturbed area, and Jammu Kashmir also being a politically disturbed
Oh,
area.
yes.
So what would you, sir, give your points on this?
I always feel a little regret when Mahatma Gandhi willing to give Prime Ministership to Jinnah in order to keep unified India, including Pakistan. Then Pandit Nehru seems to insist Prime Ministership, first Prime Minister of India, he should be. This also is a self-centered sort of motivation. I think Gandhiji's, vision. Then later, the Bignu Babaji, I think in 1956, when Buddha Jayanti celebration, I met once, Bignu Babaji. I was told one of his sort of idea, vision, A, B, C, some kind of federation. That means A means Afghanistan, B, Burma, C, Sri Lanka, then India, Pakistan. If his sort of vision materializes, I think today's Afghanistan must be more peaceful. Then Indo-Pakistan conflict never happened. So, I think without Pakistan, the little sort of difficult relation with India, then China also may be, I think, more cautious. Because it's China use Pakistan, so more aggressive sort of attitude, like that. But past is past. We cannot do anything. Now they divided Kashmir. Sad. I think local level, local people, I think they have, normal relations. At the political level, problems. So when Modi, no, Modi when his university ceremony, oh, he also come. At that time, I felt, oh, no, this is maybe a good beginning. And I also used to feel, I think in 1959, early 60, one occasion my visit Tinmudin, Nehru's place. When I visit him, the late Sheikh Abdullah, as a guest of Prime Minister, there I met. That's the first meeting. Then several years, I met Sheikh Abdullah. Then, of course, as a sort of the family level, Sheikh Abdullah, Farooq Abdullah, then Qaza, Omar Abdullah. So 3 generations, I know. So Sheikh Abdullah, at that time, I think the best opportunity to solve Kashmir problem, I feel. But I don't know, miss that opportunity. So Kashmir problem, very complicated, beyond my brain. You have to think. Yes. Next question? No. Okay. I think as we Tibetan case, we keep very good relation with Chinese people. And some sort of hardliner. That's something different. But people level, we keep very close friendly relations. So similarly, you hear, it's very important to keep close relation with Kashmiri other side. And also Pakistan. One time, the Pakistani girl, some patient, you see, come to India and treatment. So that kind of work, I think very good. In people's mind, you see, this side, see, something very open, more compassionate. Pakistan side also, I think people's level, I heard, see, I think more or less, I think neutral. But then government and the military hardliner is for their own interest. You see, they deliberately try to slogan of anti-India. These are not good. Will not remain forever. So in any way, you see, it is very important to keep contact with ordinary Kashmiri, other side. Then also, if it is possible, India should offer some scholarship to Pakistanis, younger generation, and let them study in India. Let them know what is India. India, East India, South India, North India, Central India, Western India. You see, different sort of community, different language, different script, but remain one union. That's great thing. Great thing. Like that. I'm admirer of European Union. So India also, some kind of union. Wonderful, isn't it? Huh?
SAF was meant to be something on the lands of European Union, but because the main two protagonists, India and Pakistan, did not see eye to eye, so it did not take off. Otherwise, SAF was meant to be something like
Right.
the lands of European Union.
That's right. I often used to expressing the spirit of European Union should sort of reach Latin America and also Africa, too big. Firstly, I think Northern Africa, then Central Africa, then Southern Africa. I think that's the future of our world. Separate nation, spend a lot of money for defense, so-called defense, and a lot of money spent for weapon. Useless. And weapon means killing. Violence, counter-violence, no end. So only thing is talk. So therefore, I describing this century should be century of dialogue. Whatever we feel some disagreement, through talk, in the spirit of brotherhood, sisterhood, a problem within brothers, sisters. Okay, now here, second lunch. Now go to Kasadi, Buddhist or lunch. Right? So thank you very much.
sir. Thank you very much, sir. We all pray for your long life and keep visiting Ladakh, sir. Really, it benefits a lot to us, sir. And it means a lot to us, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sir. I request public